Hello and welcome to episode 128 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got both legs of our Europa League quarter-final against Austria Vienna. So we begin with the away leg, and I'll show you the team for that one in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the away leg in Austria, and it is Rossi in goal, back four of Laurenti, Bolossian, Bonello and Bertrams, L'Enfant at the base of midfield, Sanka and Baldanzi ahead of him, Le Dueña on the left, Cassimi on the right, Sonchev up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is recommending it's time we shut a few people up and prove the criticism is unfounded. I think he's got this one wrong. So I am going to point the finger and say I want us to win the first leg and take control of the tie. And let's get into the tunnel, do our tunnel interview. Baldanzi has been in good form of late and starts again today. How happy have you been with his form? Deserves a lot of praise. What's the mood in the dressing room? It's good. A lot of confidence. We try to carry that into everything we do. Can you talk a little bit about how Christian Bonello has been playing as a central defender? He's doing fine. Okay, let's get into the match and see if we can get a win in this first leg. As always, first 10 minutes, we're going to just see how things go, unless anything dramatic happens. And dramatic has happened. We've taken the lead with just 5 minutes gone. And I think it's Bonello with the goal. It is. Bonello makes it 1-0. And it's Austria Vienna in possession. Borna into Boxmeyer. Puntigan plays it forward. Rösler with the shot, and it's saved. So Rossi will pick up possession, but the highlight comes to an end. So we can encourage the lads after that. It's been a good start, and let's see if we can build on it. And keeping an eye on the other results. Nothing massive has happened. Corner, deep one, Sonchev with the header, and it's 2-0 to Lazio, and we're already in control of the tie. So we just need to hold on to what we've got now. We've got a free kick, Baldanzi over it, goes around the wall, and he's found the back of the net with it as well. 27 minutes gone, and it is Austria Vienna 0, Lazio 3. So all we need to do now is not concede, and that's job done. So Egan plays it back to Berner, Puntigan into Bockmeyer, Puntigan to Rösler, Bockmeyer, diagonal ball forward, and Gargano plays it in, but Bonello clears, but only back to the Austria Vienna man. Egan, and it's played through. They've hit the post, and Laurenti clears. Baldanzi to Cassimi, and the highlight comes to an end. Half an hour gone, we're 3-0 up. We've been in near total control of the match so far, and things are looking really, really good. We just need to see this through to half time now, and then we can give the lads some words of encouragement and set them up for the second half. There is the half-time whistle, 3-0 up. So into the dressing room. Outstretched arms. Doing brilliantly. Keep it going. Let's have a look at whether we need any substitutions or not. Yeah, I think we do. Christian Bonello is beginning to tire. So we'll get him off and bring on Bresse. And that'll do for the half-time. So we'll start the second half and see if we can build on that, or at the very least not concede. Free kick hits the crossbar, and it's behind for a goal kick, and the highlight comes to an end. Besse plays it forward to Baldanzi. We can build again. Cassimi into Sonchev. It's played right to Bertrams rather. Cassimi to Sanka. plays it through for Cassimi again, pulled back for Baldanzi, and he smashed it into the back of the net. And as long as this stands, it'll be 4-0. And it does. It is. Austria Vienna 0, Lazio 4. And this tie should be as good as over at this point. And an hour gone, basically. I think Bertram's is going to be the next one to come off. The only question is whether we make another sub at the same time. And I think possibly L'Enfant. So we'll, in fact, we might as well do 3. Bertram's off for Latanzio. L'Enfant for Murillo. And also, let's give Martino a go on the left instead of Ludueña. And that will do for now. We'll keep one sub in reserve just in case. Bolossian to Besse, plays it forward. It's given away though. Malisek to Berner. Cassimi in with the challenge. And we've won it back. Bertram's with the ball forward for Sonchev, who plays it back to Sanka. It's played out again to Sonchev, who crosses. And Ludueña at the back post puts it in the back of the net. It's 5-0. And this game is definitely over now. And 15 minutes to go. Let's take Sonchev off. And let's give... Who can we give a... let's give Stamenkovic a run out up front in the last few minutes. And there is your full-time whistle. Austria Vienna 0, Lazio 5. And I'll be back in a moment to show you the second leg. Okay, so having won the away match in Serie A off camera against Spal, it is now time for the second leg of our Europa League quarter-final against Austria Vienna, and the team for this one is Rossi in goal, back four of Laurenti, Bolossian, Bonello and Bertrams, L'Enfant at the base of midfield, Sanka and Sonchev ahead of him, Cassimi on the left, Baldanzi on the right, Stamenkovic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is recommending, I think it's time we shut up a few people, prove their criticisms unfounded. I think given that we won the first leg 5-0, that's bang out of order. I am going to point the finger and tell them to forget the first leg. Make sure you approach this match with nothing less than 100% focus. So let's go into the tunnel. Both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances? Very highly. I'm looking forward to it. We have to show our quality and believe that we're the better team. What does Vincenzo Rossi mean to Lazio and how important is he to the team? I've told him how much I need him. He's a fantastic footballer and so important to what we do. How are you dealing with losing Ariel Ludueña to injury? We'll deal with it because we don't have another choice. Okay, let's get into the match and finish the job. 5-0 up from the first leg and we're straight on the attack. Bertrams to Sonchev, who gets it back. It's cleared, but only as far as Laurenti, who finds Sanka, crossed in, and Sonchev adds the finish, his 22nd goal of the season, and it is Lazio 1, Austria Vienna 0, and 6-0 on aggregate. And we already know that we're facing the winners of West Ham and Real Betis in the next round, assuming that disaster doesn't strike and we don't concede 6 goals from here as a minimum. Laurenti picks up the ball, plays it back to Bolossian, who gives it straight back to him. Laurenti goes to Bolossian again. This time he goes right to Bonello. Bertrams back to Bonello. into L'Enfant to Bolossian. Laurenti, we're keeping the ball really nicely. Into Kasimi to Sanka. Stamenkovic gives it away. And it's played forward, but we've won it straight back. L'Enfant to Baldanzi. Sonchev through for Kasimi, who cuts it back. Stamenkovic. And the shot is saved and the highlight comes to an end. And the West Ham Betis game is still 0-0 at this stage. So we still await the decisive breakthrough in that one. And it is coming up to the half-hour mark. Still holding on to our 6-goal advantage. And Betis are now with an injury. So they have a disadvantage against West Ham. Sonchev into the area, smashes it against the post and it's cleared behind. So we'll get a corner to keep the pressure on. And it's an in-swinger from Baldanzi. Can he find a Lazio shirt? He can't, but Kasimi picks it up. Baldanzi cuts it back to Bertram's. Finds Bolossian into Sanka, who shoots, and Forster puts it behind. We'll get another corner. Baldanzi again with the in-swinger. Deep one to the far post, headed behind by Bockmeyer. And we'll get a corner on the other side. Baldanzi again with it. Outswinger, headed away. Sonchev picks it up, plays it to Bonello, back to Bertram's, and the highlight comes to an end. And Baldanzi will pick it up on the right hand side, plays it to Bertram's, into the area, shoots, and it's very nearly a goal, but the highlight comes to an end. And approaching the half-time interval, there's half-time. Lazio 1, Austria Vienna 0, 6-0 on aggregate. Tie absolutely over. All we want to do now is make sure we win the second leg. Pleased with the number of shots we've taken. Keep it up. Let's see if we need any subs. I'm thinking probably not. Although Stamenkovic isn't playing that well. Let's get Sonchev up front, as he is playing well. Stamenkovic can come off, and we'll bring Murillo on, and we'll get out there for the second half and finish the job. So Puntigan plays it back to Berner, plays it forward. Bonello with the header though for us. Baldanzi's won the loose ball, plays it through for Sonchev. His finish, Marian Sonchev with his 23rd goal of the season. And it is Lazio 2, Austria Vienna 0, 7-0 on aggregate. And we are surely going to see the job through. West Ham have taken the lead in their match against Betis, so it looks very much like we'll be facing West Ham in the semi-final. And indeed, they've trebled their lead in quick time, so that confirms it will be Lazio versus West Ham in the semi. So L'Enfant, Bolossian now to Laurenti. Plays it forward for Murillo, into Baldanzi, out to Kasimi on the left. Plays it back to Baldanzi, back to Bertram's. Cuts inside. He's been fouled, and it is a penalty. And it'll be Sonchev with the spot kick. And he beats the keeper. And adds a third goal on the night to make it 8-0 on aggregate. And we are absolutely romping this quarter-final. And we just now need to protect the players. So let's bring off the players who are tiring. I am aware the match is continuing in the background. So there could be a goal while we're away. Latanzio comes on. I'm going to bring Bonello off for let's see, Bonello for Bessie at centre back, and I'm also going to take off, let's see who else can come off, the other centre back, Bolossian, for Luigi Bresci, and that'll do for now. And I think we've got, what have we got left? One more substitution. We'll save it for now, but only for a few more minutes, as Laurenti has the ball, plays it into Murillo, back to Bessie, to Lattanzio, Baldanzi, to Lattanzio, to L'Enfant, into Sanka, plays it left to Laurenti, forward for Cassimi, who plays it back to Lattanzio, L'Enfant to Sanka, Laurenti to Bresci, Laurenti again, clips it in for Sonchev, and his effort is saved. And it's an outswinging corner, Baldanzi with it, clipped in, far post, headed away, and the highlight comes to an end. And I think we'll take Sanka off and bring on Tundo, as Baldanzi picks it up, plays in Cassimi, and he finishes. And it is 4-0 on the night, 9-0 on aggregate, and we are absolutely romping this game in style, and West Ham doing the same, so they're going to go through to face us in the semi-final. And there is the full-time whistle, 4-0 on the night, 9-0 on aggregate, and I'll see you in a moment to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to conclude the episode and tell you what's coming up on the next one. And as you know, we are going to focus on cup competitions for the rest of this season. But given the first leg result against Juventus, a 4-1 defeat away from home, I'm not going to show you the second leg of that one. So I'll bring you back and I'll show you the two legs of the Europa League semi-final against West Ham. And if we do manage to progress against Juventus, I will show you the final. So that is the plan for the next couple of episodes. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.